So you got a buyer, congratulations, everything's working out. Now you have in front of you a multi-page contract and you have no idea what you should do. Well, on this episode, I'm gonna go through my advice for anyone who is selling their home on their own and wants to get a buyer and get into the contract period, what they should be doing, paying attention to, avoid major mistakes that can cost you dearly. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Kai, a licensed real estate agent located here in Katy, Texas. And it's my goal to make sure that your home buying and selling process is as smooth as possible by giving you the education and knowledge you need to navigate through this entire process. Whether you're doing everything on your own or if you're looking to go work with an agent. So good job, everything's going good. You have multiple buyers with multiple offers. What do you do now? Well, it's pretty obvious that you go through the offers, right? And you pick the one that you want. But you have to remember that these offers that come in and the one that you agree to, these are legal contracts. It's not just a handshake with your buddy, like, hey, yeah, I'll give you $5 for this. No, this is a legal contract for a transaction that's hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. And you need to be very careful when you go through this process. Now, before you sign, as I mentioned in my previous videos, you need to read the contract, read the offer. Yes, read every single one of them. I'm serious, because every offer is different. They may start to look the same, but if you miss that one key statement in there and you sign it, and things can bite you in the butt so quick that you fill in the blank here. And things can come really quick. As soon as you sign that contract and send it back to the buyer's agent or the buyer, you are under contract and time starts flying. There is a limited amount of time to do every little thing in the contract. You can't just sign and figure stuff out a week down the road. You may miss the deadline and find yourself in default. And that can cost you a lot of money or get yourself in a potential situation where you're going to regret because you are forced to sell your home in a certain way that you don't want to. Some key things to pay attention to: option period, earnest money, contingencies, closing timelines, and any other things that has a call out that you're not really sure or you feel that is important. You need to pay attention to those, especially things that has a date attached to them. Things that may say time is of the essence, those you need to pay attention to, make sure you understand exactly what they're talking about. What's my recommendation to navigating this whole contract and legal process? Paying for a real estate attorney. That's right. Besides paying for a photographer for your photos and videos and all that, a real estate attorney is another thing I think you need to pay money for to cover your ass, especially because now it involves legal things that can cost you thousands of dollars and massive regret if you get something wrong. Most real estate attorneys can charge a one-time fee to help you go through the contract process. They may not be willing to guide you through the entire process that an agent would, holding your hand step by step. They're going to focus on the legal aspects. So you have legal questions about the contract, you can ask them. Many of them will be willing to draft you and offer a contract, a counter offer for the contract you're getting, or they may even be willing to work with you through the entire process on the legal aspects of it. Know what you're paying for. Don't expect more than that, because the last thing you want is to have your expectations not met and you feeling like that you got ripped off because you paid $700 or $1,000 for a real estate attorney and they didn't even help you follow up on your buyer agent leads. As you're going through the offer and going through your counter offer process, some attorneys can help you with this, but there are certain things you need to do to research and figure it out yourself. Now, one thing you need to remember, almost everything is negotiable. Not the attorney fee, most of that is fixed, but I mean on the contract, it's negotiable. So don't get fixated on just the offer price. Look into the offer. This is why it's also important to read that contract, read the offer that comes in to see what they're asking. Are there contingencies? Are there things such as, I will buy your house for your asking price on the contingency that I sell my existing house in a different country or in a different state? Whatever the thing is, it means that they will not have to buy your home unless their other home or whatever it is done first, which means you might spend a lot of time waiting for that to happen while all of these other offers are coming in that you can no longer accept because you signed that contract. You can take other offers as backup offers, but if the backup offer is really, really good, you're kind of screwed and locked into this offer. So read through every single offer you're getting and decide which one is the best one for you. In a lot of cases, I'll be honest with you, the highest offer is usually not the best one, because a lot of times it has contingencies and things in there that will cause delays and issues and things you got to do. It's like, okay, I'll pay for 10% above your asking price, but you need to fix A, B, C, and D. Well, once you calculate the cost of fixing all that, now you're back down to your offer price, right? So really go through everything, think about all that stuff, all right? Now, once you find a good offer and you sign, you're now under contract and things are going to be good. It means that you have a very high chance of going through with this deal and be able to sell your house. Now, once you're under contract, what you need to do is you need to stay organized. You need to make sure things gets done in a timely manner. You need to know your option date. When is the option period over? The closing date. Whatever things you need to do, you need to make sure it gets done before the closing date. Some certain things might need to be done before the option date, depending on the offer that you got, that you accepted. Repair deadlines. Does the offer include request for you to make certain repairs to the home before you can close? You do not want to delay the closing date and find yourself in default. This timing is very, very crucial once you're under contract. You gotta keep everything top of mind, organized, and on a calendar, and work towards those calendar dates. This is, again, one of the things that an agent would do behind the scenes in your stead if you're using an agent. They'll keep everything organized and make sure things get delivered properly, on time, accurately. So there you go. This one's not super long. It's just very important for you to read the contract, to go through every single offer that's presented to you, and choose the offer, not necessarily with the highest offer price, but the one that's going to have the smoothest transaction so that you avoid any headaches at closing. Trust me, you do not want to have all of those issues and headaches come up just so you can make potentially an extra $2,000. It's definitely worth looking at offers who's going to be easy and smooth all the way to closing. You want me to do more videos on educating you on how to buy and sell your property? Follow and subscribe. I'll get more of this type of content out to you. Now, some quick tips. Now, in the next final episode, I want to touch up on some major points that you need to be considering when you're listing your home for sale yourself. And this is going to be outreach and follow-up. It's very, very crucial, very important, and a lot of people underestimate the amount of work that goes into this. And this is where good agents are worth their salt, because this is where they focus on the most. And this is why good agents are able to get homes sold for much higher prices than people who are doing it themselves, and at a much faster rate. Last time I looked, statistically speaking, a good agent can sell a home 3 times as fast and for, I think, 20 or 30% higher in price. This is something to consider. Again, if you really don't want to hire an agent, you got to do all this yourself. And if you don't want to do all of this yourself, then make sure you know what it takes to hire a good agent. So I'll see you in the next episode.